Let me start with Herb, but what would your Secret Service code name be?
Oh, get
I can tell you what it was in Vietnam. Herb's Hoods. That's what it was in Vietnam, because we run a crew of 3 sergeants and 25 people, and our job was to service alert lines for forward companies. And whenever they had a hot zone that nobody would dare get into, they would call us and say, we've got a problem, go get it done. And invariably we would get trucks stuck in 4 foot of rice paddies and all the other things that went with it, but eventually we did what we got paid to do, the 18 cents an hour. Herb's Hoods.
Well, at the Sheriff's Department, we all had nicknames. And you can imagine, here I am, the older guy on the team. They didn't call me Grandpa, but they did refer to me as Cowboy at all times, because working with a bunch of young guys from the Sheriff's Department, and I was the only guy that wore boots, the only guy that had the belt buckle, the only guy that traditionally wore Wrangler jeans, not the fancy designer ones. So yeah, my nickname was Cowboy on our community-oriented policing team. Thank you.
Well, I'm not really certain, but I guess if I had to pick one, it might be called Underdog. So at that point, I know I've got a big battle that I'm facing. I know I don't have a lot of support. I have a lot of special interest groups, but I then can sure show that I can get the job done and what superpowers I have.
Pretty good. Jason.
Well, I've been a police officer for about 13 years. Of that, I've been assigned to a bunch of different groups, state task forces, federal task forces. I've actually worked with some Secret Service folks. I have no idea why, but my nickname has always been Jenkins. Don't know what it means, don't know why, but I guess it would stick the same working with those folks. Thanks.
I guess mine would be Flower Girl. I spend a lot of time with my students designing flowers and delivering flowers and setting up weddings and all of that kind of stuff. I'm familiar with a lot of you from events that we've helped you with, so I'm going to go with Flower Girl.
Thank you.
I'm going to say Mama, because with my kids growing up over the years, I always had a lot of wayward friends that would come stay at our house when they were in trouble with their parents, so they would always call me Mama. And as a matter of fact, one of my daughter's girlfriends she had moved to Pennsylvania a few years ago, and she just got married last week, and she's like, Mama, are you coming? And I'm like, no, I have a candidate forum I have to attend.
Well, thank you all. That was some quick thinking on your feet.